Hello,
Hello.
hello. You're in a new spot.
It looks new because of this, but it is nice and
Yeah, frames you up really
centered.
well. Hey, Nate.
Oh, all right, I'm getting hacked.
What's up? What's up?
Um, this person, this person is here. Harassment. Hold on. I knew it. Bye to this. Bye. Fuck. Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Oh God. Okay. It won't let him back in though, I don't think.
Yeah, I have no
Oh,
idea.
it's asking me what happened. Offensive or illegal abuse, suicide or self-harm, private information, spam, copyright, trademark, impersonation, or I'll tell you later.
All the above.
I know. Every time in the past, though, I haven't been grounded enough to handle this, and there's been more people in the call. I don't know if you saw what just happened, but they signed in under a
Under Abigail.
SEC and then they changed their
Yeah.
name when they got in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It hasn't happened in probably a month or so. Kenny's here. The Zoom was up, so
Oh,
I'm gonna be
what's up,
I'm gonna be
everybody?
semi-rude and eat.
no, it's not rude at all.
That's cool. Man's gotta eat, bro.
Starving.
Kenny, you just missed it. The hacker was here.
Oh my God,
Hacker?
again? Yeah, no.
I
We
don't
know
I
what
think
it is.
that's like a generous term.
Yeah. No, that would be giving them too much credit.
Yeah.
I'll just say intruder.
Intruder.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
That works.
yeah. But I'm glad you shut it down.
Shut it down. Yes, thankfully.
You need a digital bouncer.
Yeah.
Someone to watch the door, yeah.
Yeah, I knew immediately they were here early and anyway, bye-bye. Um as people arrive, does anybody want to start introducing themselves?
I would like to nominate Nate to go first. No, I'm joking.
Don't do that.
I was just thinking we should do it backwards and have Nate go first this time, right?
Nate has a strategy and I like to respect that.
I'll go first.
You will?
Nah,
Okay.
nah, we'll say. I got you. I got you.
Nah.
Yeah, so I'll,
Um,
I'll go first.
Kenny has to go last.
All right, you got it.
I'll go first. And I'll give the quote. We switching.
All right, you got it. You got
Like, nah.
it.
I'll go first though, but I don't got no quote loaded up.
Okay, go for it.
All right. All right now. Oh, see, I'm
Yeah,
not used to this. Not used to this.
that's what first means.
Uh,
Up
I
front.
knew we were starting. I didn't even peep that it was seven, past seven. What's up, everybody? I'm the founder of Legend Initiative. My name is Nate Dubois, and I'm from New Jersey. We help companies with brand relations, strategy, and storytelling. So if you want to become a legend in your industry, we're the team that you work with. And if you want to learn more, just go to legendinitiative.com.
Love it. Great start.
Being first is weird. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
My fault, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Who would
Kenny threw
like to
me off
go
my
next?
game.
So who you are, where you're from, and what you do.
I can go. I'm fine with that. Can you hear me?
Hmm.
The very classic phrase, can you hear me? My name is Satya. I'm a certified parent coach. I live in Jacksonville, Oregon. And I've been virtual borderless business for 14 years as a certified parent coach, work with clients all over the world, mamas, and then I'm currently moms and dads, of course, and then I'm currently adding to my repertoire a couples coaching certificate in the Relational Life Institute, or yeah, Relational Life Institute. And so that'll be great because I'll be officially a couples coach, but I've been working with couples for 14 years. But anyway, so that's what I do.
That's awesome. Welcome. Who would like to go next?
I can go.
Yeah.
I'm Jenny Luke. I'm currently located in Boise, Idaho, but I'm from Southern California and then lived in the Bay Area for a bit. And I am the founder of Mindset Meets Momentum. I'm a mindset and leadership coach, helping high achieving leaders stop overthinking and start achieving with consistent results. And I've spent many, many years in the tech industry, building companies as a co-founder or executive. And now I focus number one first on people. I'm super excited to do that.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah. Who next?
Well, since Kenny's got to go last, so I'm Gary Darley, and I am a financial coach. Primarily, I work with medical professionals because that's my background, and I work with a um, savings first cash flow system to stop some of the opportunity leakage that a lot of people have when they put money straight into a checking account. So we work on a savings first strategy. And when the time is right, we shift that over to a distribution strategy that allows you to maintain your principal without the fear of running out of money before you run out of life. Keep it going as long as you're here.
Penny, before you go, Ray, would you like to go?
Sure. I will see how to turn on my camera. Wait a second. How to turn on the camera? Uh, can I do next? I was just trying to turn on my camera.
I mean, you don't need
Oh,
to if you don't want, if you can't figure it out, not a big deal. But also you can go next. You can. So
okay.
there you are.
Yeah, sure.
Hello.
Hello, my name is Ray. I'm previous founder in doing my kind of founding journeys as an entrepreneur. Yeah, being a software engineer for multiple years. I'm mostly focused on AI and uh, doing a lot of tech related kind of industry. My prior startup doing is more like help company compliance. So we do like helping company doing like a HIPAA compliance and other like privacy related kind of domains. Yeah, currently I was working on more like a fintech space, so looking for partnership. Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Did you say where you're based out of?
I'm currently based in Vancouver. Yeah,
Nice. Okay. Welcome.
thank you.
Yeah. All right. Last but not least. Oh, wait. We've got one more. I'm gonna let them in. Kenny.
All right, I got you. Yeah.
All right. Michael, welcome. We're gonna put you right on the spot.
Right when I walk in. Okay, let's do it.
Yes. We've all, well, not all of us have introduced ourselves. So if you wouldn't mind, just tell us who you are, where you're from, and what you do. And
Yeah. So Michael, I'm in Los Angeles, California, and I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones. Do I have any people from California here?
Nah, East Coast.
East
yeah,
Coast?
we're
Interesting.
from
Okay.
all
Great.
over in here.
Washington State.
It's
Hmm.
late. It's almost dinner time over there. Sheesh.
Yeah, in on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say yes, it is dinner time.
Oh yeah, I got a big plate waiting for me. Trust.
All right, Kenny, you're up.
All right. Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Kenny, and my company, Atlas Studios, specializes in three things: branding, marketing, and development. Right? So entrepreneurs come to me with ideas. I help them flesh it out, optimize it, whether it be part of their, strategy for expansion, their website, developing an app. Um, we kind of wireframe it, go from there. But essentially, if you can imagine it, we pretty much handle the rest.
Awesome. All right, I'm Abigail, your host, remote CFO and full charge accountant, and founder of the Business Kickstart Accelerator for entrepreneurs to come and learn a solid financial base for their new businesses. Um, every week we talk about, well, every month we talk about a different subject, and then every week, like a sub subject within that. And Gary asked us to talk about the law of reciprocity as it relates to strategic partnerships. So that's the topic for tonight. Gary, do you want to talk about anything specifically? And also, please drop your links in the chat and make sure you connect there.
So it's I have been finding that the law of reciprocity and being very generous with those people that you work with, especially your strategic partners, has been key in the last 3 or 4 months for my business. And I'm just curious what other people's experiences are. Um, and for example, um, there's a divorce counselor that I connected with and started sending her a bunch of referrals. And she has now hooked me up with two legal divorce groups, um, and I'm becoming their primary financial advisor for getting through the post-divorce period and making sure that people are okay. And that was not it was not the intention to get that type of thing. It was just putting out goodwill to other people and hoping it would come back someday, and it did. So I'm just curious how other people are experiencing that. Any thoughts on it? Any frustrations with it? That sort of thing.
Nate,
I think to speak to what Gary kind of experiencing, like when you give referrals to people, they typically like want to repay it. Like it's just natural. Like I want to repay this referral that I just sent. Like he brought me money, I want to bring him money. Like, and that's kind of just the experience that I've been. I know for my partnerships, I usually like I think just because my partnerships like we work in the same field, I it's easy for me to give to them, but it's also easy for them to say, "Yo, I only do one services. If you want a full campaign, work with Legend, work with Nate, or stuff like that." So I always find it easy for reciprocity, and also just working with genuinely good people. I think that's always the key.
Penny.
Yeah, I could definitely relate to that. I know I explained a little bit about some of the partners that we started working with recently. Um, but even before that, right, without getting into specifics, we did do a little bit of shopping around, right, between different companies, what they could offer, how they could complement what we already, provide to people. Um, and most of well, I would say the first two companies that we took a look at, they seem very transactional, right? They said, here's how the agreement would look between our two companies. Here's what we provide. Here's how we can help you guys out. Um, and, sign right here. Let's make some money, right? I was like, well, let's kind of, have some small talk a little bit first, right? Let's kind of connect on that organic level before we just jump in the deep end. Um, so, long story short, when we did come across the partners that we eventually signed up with, it was just very natural. You know what I mean? Like that conversation didn't even become business related until the very end, right? And then at that point, it's like, hey, we have this platform. You can probably use this for your clients, for social media engagement, doing outreach, so on and so forth. And we're like, yeah, dude, like you guys seem like good people. Let's see how we can work together and all prosper together. But I think Gary and Nate touched on it kind of beautifully. It's all about that initial discovery call, especially when it comes to strategic partnerships and planning for the long term.
Interesting. I I have a very different experience with strategic partnerships, and maybe I'm doing something wrong over here. Um, I I will have financial advisors and insurance agents come to me all the time looking for referrals. And I have worked with a couple of people in that capacity and not gotten anything in return. And I also have like an insurance agent I send all of my clients to because we connected on a personal level and I think she's great. And no, I mean, nothing from her ever. Like, not even a, hey, how are you doing? And then so that's like been the insurance side. And then CPAs are a similar experience where I've got one CPA that I have easily handed maybe $100,000 in work a year to. And I think he recently poached one of my clients, and I've never gotten a client referral from him. So I kind of have given up on strategic partnerships because I feel like people are taking more from me than they're giving back. And it's not that I'm necessarily looking for someone to give back. I'm still going to refer all of my clients to this one woman that because she's very easy to work with. But yeah, it's been a disappointing avenue for me. Kenny.
Oh, no, that was me from
Oh,
last time.
okay. Nate.
See Kenny face? Oh, no, no, no.
Yeah,
Oh,
nah, I'm thinking of something though. I'm cooking something up.
all right.
But
Hook it
I
up.
will say that is, I never heard of that. One, that's a bad situation to be in. And also, like, I would say, I think the financial, like, in terms of what you do, which is like the CFO stuff, that's kind of a very competitive market. Like, I feel like the people within aren't really looking for partnerships. That makes sense, right? So I feel like that's a hard industry in terms of just finding genuine people that are like, yo, let's refer a business, let's build each other's businesses, let's build this network, this village, in a sense. I just feel like it's the industry you're in a
Yeah.
sense, and what you
Yeah.
do.
That feels true, especially regarding CPAs. Like that could be a very fruitful referral partnership program. I mean, it is for the one partner that's getting all my work.
Yeah, I feel like it's just too competitive. Like
Yeah.
everybody's like, Abigail, yeah, she's cool, but she's the enemy in a sense. And it's like, we don't necessarily have to be. So
Yeah. I've been
that's what it's
thinking about like the big travel agencies we were talking about last week.
Oh,
Hey,
just don't
But
partner with
that's not
Spirit.
quite the,
Yeah.
flowing directional. That's the free trip referral strategic partnership.
yeah. I also say probably partner with um I would say real estate people, like that do commercial real estate. All right,
Real
people that are
estate could be good.
buying big buildings, like so real estate like malls and all that. I think that would be because they're making a lot of money. They need to make sure that they keeping the books
Yeah.
and all that. So I think that would be a good partnership. I also say probably talking to like a coffee. I don't know nothing about me, so I don't know if y'all got coffee shops or a lot of businesses there,
Yeah.
but if y'all talk to coffee shops, 'cause everybody goes in like for coffee. Like so look at like I'm a city guy, so like most of the city there's buildings and the coffee shop, most people go to the same thing. There's a long line, whatever. You could talk to that coffee shop owner and say, yo, who was that? Like, I want this type of referral and just build that relationship with them and they'll send you some stuff. And like you give them like 5%, 10%, 12, whatever. However you work it out. But doing that stuff, I think would kind of benefit. Also, I don't know nothing about Maine, but if you're in the city, you can take this advice.
I go to the city sometimes. The city. I've came from like the greater Manhattan area, so that's the city, okay?
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, you've got me thinking. Gary.
So This particular referral partnership that's starting to work out for me, this is 2 years of networking, and it's the first time that I've actually had a successful relationship where it's actually working back and forth. Um, but I feel like if I had just gotten bitter and quit, it never would have happened. And same kind of thing, there were people that I was referring to, and I didn't get any kind of a response. I only did it a couple of times. Like if I'm trying to reach out to you and I don't even get a, hey, thanks for sending somebody my way, and it's been a couple of times, then I'm not going to refer to you again because you're going to be a taker. And I really want to work with collaborators. So it's been a lot of trial and error, and it's been a lot of testing people and trying people out, um, until I finally landed on somebody that is willing to work with and have a fruitful relationship back and forth. Um, so I totally hear what you're saying and where you're coming from. Um, it took, like I said, 2 years of the networking and the looking for a referral partner before it actually started to happen.
Interesting. I have questions for everybody. Kenny,
I could definitely relate to that, Gary. I think like my first year out of college, I was attending like a whole bunch of networking events, right? Like Alignable, Eventbrite, I was all over the place, Meetup. And the thing that I came across the most was like, how do I put this? Just salesy people. You know what I mean? People who just wanted to get you in a meeting, close a sale, and that just be the end of it, right? And like you said, through trial and error, I kind of learned like how to discern and how to weed out those people and kind of get to the people who I can help and who can help me as well, right? Like givers gain. And that's been my philosophy. Just building any relationship is what can I bring to the table to help them? And if I needed something in the future, how would they be able to help me in return? Right? Just making sure that we both have our plates on the table, we're both able to eat. Um, and so that's how I conduct myself with my clients and my partnerships, right? Because I really like Abigail knows this, right? When I'm in a meeting with a client and they're explaining to me like their goals, their aspirations, or how their business even came to be, right? The origin story, it really starts to mean something to me, like personally, right? So whatever their goals might be, like I become, invested in it, right? And helping them see that it can be tangible, measurable, and eventually real. But yeah, it all starts with that, initial conversation, weeding out the fake ones, getting to the real partnerships, people who are looking to grow with you, and just push forward as a community.
Nate.
Abigail, I hope you're okay. I see you're dying over there.
I was a little concerned too. Yeah.
She had coughed her shoulders off. Um, but I also think like when you grow like your brand enough, like what Kenny is talking about, like being able to provide enough value, I think most people like it becomes like I really want to work with this person and send them referrals so they can send like it's obviously benefiting them, but it's more like I'm gonna do everything right in a sense to work with this person because like his value is so high, right? Kenny does this, his company does this, this, and this. This is a great referral partner for me. I think making yourself like so in demand that people will want you to be a referral partner is also pretty good and a pretty good tactic to use.
I like that. Okay. I wrote you had said something, Nate, about like referral fees paid out. And I'm just curious about everybody's experience with that and like structurally speaking and tell me more.
I guess I'll go first. Uh, so like referral, like essentially like an affiliate program. Like if somebody wants to become an affiliate, like how ours work is if you want to become an affiliate, you apply. We vet you out. We basically like, who is this person? What's their story? What's their principles? Basically like treating it like an actual interview for an employee. but you're an affiliate and whatever. And then through that, like you get different stuff, like you get access to our resources, you get access to like branding and all this, but you also get 12% reoccurring commissions on, well, up to 12% reoccurring commissions on like successful referrals to our Nova program. So basically, we'll tell you our ideal client. Basically, we just set you up like for success. Like this is our ideal client. This is different assets you can use, whatever it is, and basically just build that relationship until you're eventually able to become an affiliate. Because that's kind of how we like. You can't just sign up and say, "Oh, yeah, I'm an affiliate." Now we have to actually vet you. It's not a long process, but we do have to get to know you enough to be able to say like this is a partner of legend in a sense. Like this is why their name is associated. That's why they can refer all this. But they get 12% recurring commissions. It happens automatically, like whenever like one, we give them their own code, so they get discounts to their members, whatever. So we know who's it attached to. And then from there, like they get paid easily, usually.
That's got me thinking a lot. Kenny, did you want to share something about that too?
Yeah. I was gonna say, we don't really have like an affiliate program. All of our referrals that come in are more like goodwill referrals, right? Like a good job that we've done. Somebody recommended us, and then they come in, and then back and forth, right? So for people that I've come across, some of my clients in the past, just because like we did a great job on their website, we built up a good relationship. They've referred people over just for that reason alone, right? And whether it's been successful or not for them, like the people that I've referred over to them, um, I think it really not really makes or breaks the relationship, right? Because maybe it's something on their side they need to practice their closing, um, but it hasn't really been like I wouldn't say too personal. You know what I mean? I think in terms of the referrals that I've sent over, and this is what I learned at BNI, is that you very seldom get things in return, right, for referring somebody over. It's more of like leaning into that philosophy I was saying before, givers gain, right? So the more that you give, the more that you will gain in return. And in my personal experience, that's kind of held true.
I agree with that. Nate.
Kenny, I do think I think when you constantly have a referral, like somebody that's constantly giving you referrals, it's always like good to like make them an affiliate. That way they get paid for it. Like that was always my thing. That's why I kind of started it. I kept
Yeah.
getting referrals. I was like, yeah, I gotta pay you like somehow. Like you're referring all this. Like this one lady, she's like older, she's a librarian, but like
Hmm.
she like constantly gave us referrals, right? She knew me since I was a kid, so she constantly gave me referrals when I first started off. I was like, there has to be a way to pay you. And I was like, so I started like attaching like who did you come from, like when you fill out a form to
Hmm.
like subscribe to our program or work with us, like who referred you? And her name just kept popping up, popping up. I was like, all right. So like eventually, like when I started the affiliate program, I worked out. I gave her like a lump sum of like $200,000, like for all the work that she like referred us. And she was like, "Nate, what is this?" Like she tried to get it back. I was like, "No." She was like, "No, you're like the baby boy and the thing." And I'm like, "No,
Oh,
like this is like." you you damn near built my whole business without me. Like I just started this and you just referring mad people. It just took me super long to actually pay you back. So I always think like it's good faith to like if they constantly referring, like yes, send referrals back, but also just make them affiliate. That way, like it's more systemic, like it's more systematic in
mhm.
terms of like, yeah, this is who it's going to. Thanks for referring all these people, but now you're getting paid and you don't have no choice.
I
Yeah.
love that whole story.
Now that's awesome, bro. I'm glad that
Yeah.
she stuck around.
Jenny.
Hi. So I'm probably one of the newer ones to networking, having a network and just meeting people, referring people and getting referrals. So I guess my question would be, how are you going about, what's your process for networking and getting those referrals? Because the way that I'm getting them is sometimes I meet with people through like something like this meeting we're having here. And then when I do, they'll introduce me to other people. And every time I talk to somebody, I ask them, well, number one, first, I try to provide all the value that I can. And I'm thinking in my head, how can I help them? Who can I introduce them to? But most of the really good referrals I've gotten have been down the chain of the line. So, like, Gary, you and I talked a few weeks back, and then if Gary were to send someone to me and then I meet them and I'm like, oh, here, let me introduce you to so and so. Do you have anyone that would be of interest for me to meet? And then they send someone over, and then it just kind of continues. And I found myself in different circles and worlds that have led down to different paths. Just a comment.
Gary.
That is exactly how I landed with this divorce lawyer setup that I've got going on right now, is it was down the chain. It was like a three-person removed kind of a referral system is how I even met the person. So I absolutely agree with that. Um, and I'm sure Michael can speak to this too. I can't really do an affiliate program because of the laws around finance and the SEC and FINRA. So if any of you want to get your Series 6 or 63 um, and refer to me, I'd be happy to split commissions, but it's actually illegal for me to do it otherwise. So it's a little bit challenging in that regards from a financial standpoint. We legally can't do it.
I was going to ask you about that. Satya.
Yeah, so I've had a referral, just a little program in place that I've been doing for years. It's called Spreading the Love, and it's like a tiered based system. And so, like, if somebody refers somebody to me that actually closes in my signature course, then they'll get a percentage. And then and actually, it used to just be cash, but now I send them Amazon gift cards because it's just way easier. And it's like $50, $100, 150, 200, 250, and it's just like a stair stepping kind of a thing. And it's just fun, like somebody who actually only one person has made it all the way up to the top. And but because they were getting close, they were excited to continue. So that was fun. And then Kenny, do you go by Kenny or Kenneth?
Either one.
Okay. Yeah, I knew you were in BNI because you said Giver's Gain. I
Yeah,
was
that's the
in
whole
BNI
philosophy.
for a couple
Yeah.
years, and man, BNI wore me out. It was like a whole separate job in and of itself, right?
Oh
It's
yeah.
like, how do you run your business and do BNI? It was like a mini business. But anyway, yeah, so that's what I have, just a very kind of informal, spreading the love program, referral program.
I like that tiered like affiliate. I'm gonna think about how I can implement that. We lost Nate, looks like. Gary.
So Jenny, thinking about you were asking how to go about doing referrals. Um, in the last couple of weeks, one of my main mentors and I were talking about referrals and how to get them, and he suggested to me, well, first he asked me, have you really nailed down who your ideal client is? Who do you really want to work with? And um, I'm happy to work with most anybody, but the people that I'm really chasing have become medical people. So surgeons, nurses, physical therapists, occupational therapists. And he said, I want you to go on some of your best contacts on LinkedIn, look at who they're connected to, and if you see someone on their connection list that you think would be a good potential client for you, ask them to introduce you. And that is actually starting to pay off. I'm starting to get some referrals that way. So potential route to go down.
Yeah. I was gonna say, kind of following Satya's or I think Jenny's train of thought, right, with the chain of command kind of networking style. Um, Somebody that I met at this networking event actually connected me to that CRM specialist I mentioned in last week's meeting, where you kind of give him a little bio, a little information about your business, what you provide, and then he'll enter your information into his system, and it works on connecting you with, like Gary was saying, your ideal client, right, based on the information you gave. And so that's kind of been starting to pay off as well. I've had, I think, since last week already two emails reaching out, with interest, like, hey, let's set something up, let's have a conversation. Um, and again, our initial call, the guy's name is Brandon Drake, by the way. Um, yeah, so he's really cool. And it's a system that he's literally built himself. And we just hit it off, like, hey, like you're a nerd, I'm kind of a nerd too, right? Like, hey, you like magic or you like Marvel. Um, so yeah, we really connected on that front and we're like, hey, just I feel like what I do could really complement what you do at Atlas, right? Like I think we could help each other out. They're like, oh yeah, let's kind of explore that a little better. That led to the coffee chat, and now he's an official, strategic partner.
That's awesome. I feel I'm listening to all the things that everybody's doing, and I just feel like I could be doing so much more than I'm doing. So I'm just gonna share that thought out loud, I guess. Um, I had another question regarding like Gary was talking about um my question is what are some of the filtration methods you use to find or cultivate a good strategic partnership? Oh, Nate's back.
Well,
I had, go
oh,
ahead, Jenny. Yeah, go ahead.
no, I was just going to say, because I've been thinking about this a lot lately, because I would say out of the people I talk to, 20% it's a no-go for whatever reason. But I notice for strategic partnerships, um, there's some kind of connection with on the other side. So whether you don't have to be in the same industry, but being relatable and memorable, um, and building that trust. Like I have quite a few people that I've built like that, and they're the people that come to mind first. Even as we're having this conversation, they're popping in my mind right now because I have developed a relationship. I do trust them, and I feel like they're looking out for my best interests, and I'm looking out for theirs.
I do have a few clients that come to mind that fit that profile as well. But as far as like outside or third party partnerships, Nate, I was asking like a filtration method. I had been talking about how have sent all those referrals out and not gotten one back. So I'm just wondering, Gary had mentioned, I don't know, was it 3 times you'll send a referral, and if you don't get anything back, then you'll find somebody new?
I think
It's usually somewhere in there, and it's not a hard number. It kind of depends on the relationship as well. Because some people I'm more predisposed to refer to them than they are to me, just the nature of the business. And it's not so much that they have to send me a referral. It's just that there's some kind of an acknowledgement um, that you even communicated with them. Like, thanks, that was great. That's all I need. If it's complete nothing, complete silence, it kind of kills the desire to work with them.
yeah, I kind of agree with Gary. Like, if it's just a thank you, because I send referrals out all the time, like, just because, like, Legend doesn't do one-off services. So most of the people will just send them here, 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 and here. So, like, just nature of the business. But like, I feel like it's just a relationship. And it says, like, how, how good do you know these people, like, in terms of the communication factor? Like, because it sounds like if you just keep referring and then they don't say anything about it, then it's like is a problem more with the relationship. Like you're referring to people you don't have a good relationship with. Right. Now, if I know this person, like we talk all the time, blah, blah, and I refer you to somebody and I don't hear back, and then I refer you to somebody else and I don't hear back, like the communication just starts to cancel out, then that's just weird. Like now it's like what's wrong, like what's going on personally with you. Like, but it's always important to have that kind of relationship in terms of like, are we good business friends? Like not necessarily just referring, but can I talk to you about business? Can I talk to you about this? And just build that relationship first.
Penny.
Wow, you just gave me a flashback, Nate. Like back in the day, and I'm sure Satya can relate. When I was attending these BNI meetings every week, um, there were a lot of referrals that I was giving out, like among the group. But ironically, the people that I was getting along with the most were the people that I wasn't sending any referrals to, right? Or like our businesses weren't that compatible, right? So, what does that say about me handing out referrals? And then next week's meeting comes by, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, thanks for that. I closed them." I'm like, "Oh, no problem." Like, so at that point, that's what made me kind of start to question like the not the value of BNI, right? Because I'm still friends with those people today. But just the validity in, just holding yourself accountable for that reciprocity, right? If you get sent somebody, you know, I would assume that you would want to send somebody in return, right? Like I'm not sure who said it before, but organically, that's what that person should be thinking of. So it was unfortunate that that wasn't the case. So it was a little bit of a learning curve.
I think it's interesting though about like the compatibility of the businesses and the validity of the referrals, because that's obviously been my experience where it's like the more compatible the business seems, the less referrals I'm getting. But some of my best referrals are from my clients who are, cannabis and they're not even always referring me cannabis clients. Like I have one client that um she sends me her lash lady or her hairstylist
The
or
nail tech.
yes, I'm serious. I have like three of those just from the one client. Um, Nate.
Yeah, I think compatibility, I think is different. I feel like when I'm looking at compatibility, I'm looking more so like, can I refer you to stuff that I can't do or I don't want to do, right? In terms of that. But the people that refer me the most is like the librarian.
Yeah.
She's a librarian. Like, well, she doesn't run a library, but she has like she works in a library, right? A cafe owner, Sadid, like she's dope. Like she refers me a lot to like different event organizers, stuff like that when they need campaigns or PR. Like the people that I don't think compatibility with businesses is always the most important. I think just like the genuine relationship, because I can go out and say like I can just hear, oh, you need a CFO. Oh, Abigail. Like it doesn't really have to be compatible. Now, does it make it easier? Like if you don't do this, I do this, then like yeah, that's a strategic partnership. But in terms of just getting a referral partner, I think the best referral partners come from people that are just like you're cool with.
Yeah, that's one of my greatest referral partners. I talked about this last week, but she's I was just a one-man show back in the day when I first moved up to Maine and started working in the cannabis industry. I had a cannabis compliance lawyer that would refer me so much business. And this was like the year before COVID. And when COVID, cannabis was an essential business during COVID. So the businesses went from like the brick and mortar stores were launched in 2018, and then in COVID they went from like 20 grand months to 120 grand months in 2 weeks. So I was at capacity And I had to stop that relationship. I actually just had a client call with her because we're still in the overlapping clients, and um I haven't spoken to her in years. This is an anecdote. I don't know if it's even worth sharing, but I will. I have a big client that has three storefronts, wholesale and real estate, and she was advising him to create a management company, and he's telling me she's so and so is telling me to do this, and I was like, that no, like do not do that. You're going to lose all of your deductible expenses. You're going to have like increased administrative costs to manage the flow of money, and you don't even really want to communicate with me on a steady basis. This is not a good setup for you. And so he called her while I was sitting right there, and she gaslit both of us and said, "This is what everybody's doing." And I'm looking at him, I'm like, "This is not what everybody's doing." I'm like, "This is what lawyers are telling people to do because they don't understand the tax implications of what they're advising, and they don't care either." Um, and that was kind of like the last straw. The industry has come so far where we're less in like a compliance scarcity area where everybody's afraid they're going to do something wrong and go to jail about it. And now we're going from like sole proprietorship to multi-million dollar C corporations. And I was like, this is no longer an aligned, like I can't refer her clients anymore because she's giving business advice that she's unqualified to be giving. So that was an interesting experience that I probably didn't need to share, but there you go.
It does speak to scaling and growing and
Mm.
how your circle tends to evolve as you grow.
Yeah. It created an interesting experience with my client as well, because my client is I use this language and read into it what you will. Newly emerging white market client. And it's pretty late in the game for that. So he's built a lot of wealth through the legacy ways. These are very mainstream terms in my industry, but you know what they mean when I say them. Um, and I'm not I'm not a five-story downtown Portland, Maine accounting firm. I'm boutique, I'm small, I do have a team, but I'm not like this massive company. And he went from a big four firm. I forget what they're called. 'Cause I don't even care. They're so bad. CBiz is what it's called. They're a big four nationwide. And um they just weren't doing anything for him. They were doing, after the fact and really messy cleanup. And his sister pushed him to work with me because I post a lot online and I've built credibility there. And so when we had this interaction with the lawyer, what I'm getting at is that he kind of questioned my knowledge and experience because I'm just me, is all he really knows that my business is. And I'm not CBiz, this skyscraper in Manhattan, what do I know? So he was like, I don't know, after we got off the call, and he called a friend. I'm actually thinking like he needs to become a referral partner after I'm saying all this out loud. He called a friend who, after I said everything Jill's saying to you is wrong, this is what you need to do. You need to be a C Corp. You need to be taking payroll from all of these entities, blah, blah, blah. He called his friend, and I didn't say anything. I let the friend say the same things that I was saying. Don't listen to Jill. You need to be a C Corp, all of these different things. And he looked at me like I had just earned his respect in that moment. It was interesting. And I'm thinking now after this conversation, he should become a referral partner.
So I would go to him and say something to the effect of, I have a goal of expanding my business this year. Um, if you have found value in our relationship and what I do for you, I would love it if you would refer people to me who fit, the same needs that you did. Do you know anyone who would fit that bill? And then I would shut up.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
Like,
I
and
offer a discount too for every closed client that comes through. And although massive, a massive entity with tons of cash in the ground, probably out back, you know, um,
my favorite clients.
yeah. Uh, you would have a field day with this guy. He just got into he's on Whatnot. It's like Kenny knows. Okay. He's buying gold and silver on there. Like tons of it. Um he's an interesting fellow. So uh,
It's not a bad way to go when the market's up and down. Gold and silver tends to rise. So when it's,
according to him and the conversation we had last, not even according to him, according to the internet and my conversation with him, he's doubled his money on the silver in the last 6 months. It's gone from $45 an ounce to $90 an ounce.
yeah, and it's projected to keep going up. So,
Yeah.
and it's, if you look at the trends, anytime it's very politically chaotic,
Yeah.
your precious metals do well.
Yeah.
So
Direct correlation
there's a
to
direct
that.
correlation. Yeah. So,
Um, yeah, so there's your little investment piece.
yeah.
He also bought a car. I don't know if I should tell people this. He bought a car for $300,000 and then sold it 2 months later for $400,000.
It's a nice arbitrage right
He would
there.
not tell me what kind of car it was.
Did he tell you if he made any kind of modifications to it
Yeah,
or?
wait a minute. Wait a
I
minute.
don't think he ever had it in his possession, Kenny.
Oh, okay. I was
Oh,
gonna say,
okay. Because cars usually depreciate,
yeah,
and
they only
so
appreciate if you make some modifications to them.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I was wondering.
It was never it was not driven. It stayed in storage. I didn't
Uh,
want to pry. I wanted to respect the
that's
There,
all right. Get me and Kenny on a call. We'll pry.
Yeah,
there
I'm a
is,
car guy, so I'll
there
say the
is
Yeah.
an
same.
exotic car market where you can do that, where you can pick up distressed vehicles. I don't have the capital to do it, and it's not really the thing that I like doing. But so I do have a separate question. What would you guys say that would trigger me to say, hey, I need to send somebody to Jenny. Hey, I need to send someone to Kenny or Nate or Michael. What is it that you guys do that would trigger my mind to say, oh, that's a Kenny thing?
Oh, I would say development. Like if you have somebody specifically asking to like make a website or, come up with some kind of strategy plan for the rest of the year. Like here's where I am quarter one. Here's where I would like to be come January. Or anything, marketing related. Like, hey, I want to rework my logo, things like that.
So get more granular with me on development because development to me can mean a whole bunch of different things. So get granular with me on that.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So outside of websites, mobile apps, I also mean business development as well, right? So let's say they're a startup, they recently got their LLC, and they just got a grant, right? Like, hey, let's develop my brand identity, right? Let's create that logo. Let's, do some outreach. If they're, making a product, do we know manufacturers? Let's get in touch with distributors. Let's actually help them make the product from scratch and then go to market from there.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So soup to nuts.
Okay. I
So
like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know you did business development. Uh, but basically for me, everything outside of that, like, so the PR, brand relations, if they want to, let's see, if they want to increase their storytelling, their connection with the community, their brand growth, like just demand around their brand specifically, that's usually who you would send to me. All right. If they want to get more strategic partnerships or sponsors or just improve that demand, right? TV ads, start telling their stories a little bit better, increase that connection with the community.
perfect.
Or if they like mostly now I think we're moving more into like take over their marketing department. Basically, like if they want us to command their marketing department or they got can basically if they have a campaign that they're running and they want us to lead it, that's more so where we're moving into. Or if they have an agency that they're working with and they want us to lead the agency in a sense, like as a strategic partner, then yeah.
That route. Perfect. So Jenny, same question.
Yeah, so for me, I would say it's like business owners, leaders who are, they're feeling overwhelmed or maybe they're struggling with achieving their goals and they're feeling a little stuck. So those are the people that I coach. But the people who often will call me are fractionals or business owners themselves for their teams because that's where I spent growing companies, software development companies, just throughout my career. And also a good partner for me, other coaches. What I found through, I meet somebody, I trust them, they refer me to other people who are their coaches. And then all of a sudden now we're doing like a retreat for business and self-care. So offering like a weekend getaway to focus on these two things. So that's been actually working out very well for me.
Do you ever do um, development for people who are in like the idea and seed phase?
No, I'm more into the mindset and leadership coaching.
Okay.
So not that's what I'm getting out of. I've done that for so long.
You had enough of that. Okay. I have somebody
Well,
in mind, but they're definitely in the very early seed stage.
yeah.
They're so
Well, now what if they're having some challenges in building their teams? And, it depends on really I just need to talk to them to see if there's a way I can help, but I don't necessarily want to go in and be another um in the past a co-founder or executive and then sticking with one team and just growing it. I get in and I do it for a long time and I just don't really want to spend 100% of my time on one company anymore.
fair enough. She's probably not the right fit then. But I can send her over to you if you want to try it out. But
Well,
she's
why don't you
she's
send over an introduction, Gary, and maybe I can help her. I have all these people I've met recently, and like I said, I have
okay.
made some really great friends, one conversation, and you know, people I would say I can just call right now and say, oh, this person can help.
All right. Her name's Kate Denavaskia, and I will send something out to you.
And then just as an aside, I am very passionate about helping women in business. So I'm interviewing 1,000 women on the obstacles that they have faced in business and how they overcame them or how they're overcoming them now. And so I would love to talk to her even just for that reason. Yeah, it
Okay.
takes a long time to get 1,000 to 1,000 women.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll hook you up with her.
Thank you, Gary.
And let's see, it is info@jennyluke.com, right?
Yep, that's
Yep.
me.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, send her over to you. All right, Miss Abby,
Jenny,
same question for you. Unless,
me?
yeah,
Well, Jenny, I'm really curious about the retreats.
Oh,
That's like
okay.
right up my alley.
Okay. And what
Um,
does that mean right up your alley? Tell me more.
well, I host one online every year, and I'm looking to eventually transition that into an in-person retreat at my farmhouse. But also just being in those containers with like that incubation type of energy and meeting people and getting the creative juices flowing. I love that. So
Okay. Why don't we haven't met actually one-on-one. Why
no,
don't
we
we
haven't.
do that and talk about it more and see what the
Yeah.
possibilities are, what opportunities could be in front of us? Because I have a feeling there could be something there.
Yeah. All right. I will send you an email after the call.
Great. Thank you.
Um, Gary, while I do that, remind me what the question was.
because what would you say that would trigger me to send you and I already have kind of an idea, but
Yeah.
just
Um, I mean, aside from cannabis, which is like my bread and butter, I also really enjoy working with contractors. Um, but I also work with service providers. Anywhere, I mean, realistically, I also don't want to give all my time to one client. So, I'm really looking for clients that are under the 5 million a year mark in gross revenue. Um, but I do really like to help incubate from a financial standpoint and, through 20 years of doing this for 20 plus clients minimum at a time, I've got quite a bit of experience in developing businesses from that, you know, 6 figure to 7 figure range. Um, I am no longer interested in one-on-one coaching with coaching is it just a generic term for me, but um with like true startups, like to work with me one-on-one, you have to be earning revenue. Um, I've poured a lot of my heart and soul into helping clients get to that point and spent years helping them. And then it's just exhausting. But I have my online platform for that kind of clientele now. So it's more of like a community-based learning opportunity where I am teaching them fundamentals in there. So that's who I'm looking for.
Perfect.
What about you?
Perfect. Perfect. So my model has tightened up a bit, um, and I am targeting medical professionals who have probably a loose set of accounts that they have set up over the years, but don't have a cohesive plan. Um, they're either doing it themselves and they're involved in way too much risk, or actually what I find more often is that I've got a bunch of folks who have still a 20-year time horizon to invest, and they're putting it in bonds and they're getting like 2% because they think it's super safe, and that's honestly a shitty way to go. Yeah, you should have a little bit in bonds probably. I don't because it doesn't grow fast enough. I may someday. But looking for those folks that have kind of this loose group of investments that they have started, but they need a cohesive plan that actually is going to get them where they want to go. Um, and I'm looking for people who have conventionally used kind of their checking account as their primary banking and or checking savings is kind of your primary banking and savings method for operational capital, and shifting it away from that to a system that's more business oriented, even if it's personal finance, but where you have your funds come into a centralized account that is a money market account, high yield savings account, something that's earning at least 3 or 4%, and then paying yourself a salary and having as the default some type of interest bearing account that we can have that's growing all the time. So I'm looking for those types of folks, and I have focused primarily on medical people because that's the background, that's who I know. Um, but business executives, other professionals, anybody that fits that kind of model. So
Awesome. Jenny, are you in the Discord?
No, I haven't done that yet. So
I didn't,
sorry.
no, it's fine. But I am gonna put
But
it in the chat because
okay.
um that's a great place to like continue this kind of
Yeah.
Discord. I guess that's why it's called that, isn't it?
And I know I've used Discord before. Um, is there a place inside there where I just can't remember because I use so many different applications? Is there a place where we can put a little sentence or two of our profile of who we are? So if you have to go back and look people up.
Um, that's a good question. There's not a ton of
Um,
people in there right now. Kenny, yeah,
I,
Kenny
I
might
could
know.
I could chime in here, yeah, because I used to use Discord for other reasons. I was in esports for a little bit back in college. Um, but yeah, so when you click on somebody's profile on the app, they actually have like a little bio attached. So if they have something written there, like their information, a little bit about what they do, that's where you would find that. Just click on that
Okay.
little bubble and you'll see their profile. Yep.
I'm not utilizing that feature.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to add
But
something to it.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. So guys, feel free, just put something on there because if we're gonna be keeping tabs on each other, networking, it helps to know, right? Even if we
Yeah.
forget, like, oh wait, what do they, they'll probably have it on their profile.
Yeah. I've been kind of quiet on there lately, but I really need to ramp it up. Um, we've got, can you see that?
Kind of.
I can see a little bit.
Just all the different threads. So you can promote yourself on a thread. Um, Other events, off-topic stuff like what are you making for dinner? That's nothing's happened in there yet, but we'll see where things go. All right. Who's dropping the quote that has become such a
I mean, Nate.
tradition?
I mean, if you pull one up, I'll leave it to you. I got you. I got you. So today's quote comes from Brian Tracy. And in the theme of strategic partnerships, he says, successful people are always looking for opportunities to help others. Unsuccessful people are always asking, what's in it for me? Right? So, in the spirit of reciprocity, always be willing to give. Wow.
I like it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Very good.
All right, guys, bring people with you next week. All right. I've been advertising like I normally do, but it's been quiet few weeks here. So,
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna see if I can bring my friend next week from Ann's Place, the one who organizes events for cancer survivors and patients, friends and families. Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
If there's something you want to discuss more, also drop it in the Discord regarding strategic partnerships, and we'll make that happen.
Oh, something that I wanted to give this group. I went to a new networking event today called the Gem Network, and it was really good. It's one that I will probably, it's a once a month kind of thing. Let me pull the link up,
Awesome.
put it in there.
Cool. Okay.
There's also an event tomorrow morning. I know Abigail says she signed up for it. It's called Morning Leads. Um, Basically, it's kind of like this, not so much, but basically there's a presenter, and then after everybody works on their pitches. So you'll get feedback if warranted. If you don't want no feedback, to help hone in your pitch, then you can always say, I don't want feedback. But yeah, work on your pitches.
Constructive. I like it.
Yeah,
That's at 10. I'm gonna try to be there tomorrow. I wanted to be, there's a Silicon Valley one that Gary had sent in the chat.
Silicon
That was
Valley.
Yeah.
yesterday. I did not attend, but I wanted to. I'm gonna try to get them next week.
The first one of those I went to was really good, and I've been a little disappointed since. It's been just okay.
Okay.
Um, but this gem one that I went to today was really good, and I'm hoping it'll continue to be. So,
Um, 11 a.m. Pacific, second Thursday. Do you have a link to the event itself?
no, there's a Zoom link. I just copied and pasted it and put it in my calendar, and it's kind of a referral only kind of place, so they don't really heavily advertise it.
Oh,
Oh, um,
interesting.
so I was gonna say suggest a topic for next week. I was gonna say, what about like our measures of success in terms of strategic partnerships? Right? Like, would you consider it successful if they just, referred one person over? You know? So what's the metric there and how do you establish that and how do you set that? Just going forward, looking for strategic partners.
Okay, I like that. I'm gonna put that in the Discord so that I don't forget general. Um, okay.
Yeah, I don't know, because um, I mean, Jenny, I've met with you once, but Abby, Nate, and Kenny, I see all the time, and I actually consider you guys to be strategic partners because you really help my thinking. You really help push the way I look at stuff, and so it's not so much a referral thing, um, as it is you guys have really helped me develop my business mind. So
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
along the same lines as Gary. Like
yeah,
I would consider you a strategic partner if you just help. Like if I send somebody to you and you hold up to your end and you like they come back and like, yo, I'm glad I met Kenny or I'm glad I met Abigail, then I'll consider like, all right, that's a great strategic partnership. I
yeah,
think I care less about getting referrals and more about like if I send somebody, like, do you hold up in terms of my credibility? I think that's
Absolutely.
more what I care about.
yeah,
Yeah, I hear you. I think I would definitely consider everybody here a strategic partner too. Just because I've literally applied some of the like topics, some of the lessons that we learn in here, um, just like in every day, right? Even when it comes to the retreat, like I'm doing breath work now, right? And that's helped kind of align myself and just, elevate my mental state, instead of just working in fatigue all the time.
yeah. I got to drop to go pick up kids, but yeah, the retreat was a huge turning point for me, and it's still snowballing. So
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Abigail. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure. My pleasure. I feel the same way about this group. You guys
yeah,
fill my cup. So,
yeah.
thank you.
And Nate, thanks for the thought on Elijah. I will check him out.
He's pretty dope. Let's tell him Nate sent you. He should act right. Both.
Perfect.
If he doesn't, let me know.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely. And bro, for everybody here, Abby, Gary, Nate, Jenny, hoping you stick around. But I'm gonna be actively searching for referrals for each and every one of you guys
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
coming weeks.
Appreciate that.
Likewise. I
Yeah.
think that would be great homework for
Yeah.
everybody.
Hope to be able to return the favor.
Yep.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah.
Oh, you're so
All right.
awesome.
I
All
got to
right.
run.
See you next
All right.
week.
See you,
Bye.
Gary. Nate, always good to see you, bro. Jenny, nice to
Yep.
meet you. And Abby, do you have a quick second?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Okay.
So, yeah. Abigail, drink some tea with some lemon in it, some honey.
I'm gonna go
The
eat some
call.
dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stop
some
cussing your
hot
shirt out.
water. Will be
All
great.
right. See ya, guys.
Good night. Kenny, hold on one second. I have to blow my nose. It's disgusting.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna just point
Yeah,
you
you
at the
really do need
wall.
that tea. I do like that tarp in the background too.
How about this one?
Uh, it's a
Oh
work
my
in
God.
progress.
It has been a wild week.
Dude, I'm telling you, like we just onboarded two interns this week, right? And I'm in charge of both of them. Uh, and it's been taking up a lot of time.
Yeah.
And again, I'm trying to divide it up between like current projects that I have pending. And then oh shit, they might have messed up, right? Let me go back and hold their hand. And so I've been really, really back and forth, which is why I kind of like leaned on that breath work today.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, like just breathe, man, just breathe, right? You have time for both, just manage it, right? And today Kevin did run by me. We're pretty much done on our end.
Yeah, I
He
owe
just had
him
a
a
couple of
response.
questions. Yeah, yeah.
He's great at sending one-off emails, huh?
Yeah, he just wants to make sure he's crossing the T's, dotting the I's.
Yeah. I owe him a response. I've kind of had my head in the sand. My
No,
furnace blew up at my house,
what?
just my heat, like fire,
Oh my God.
fire coming out of it.
Jesus.
So,
Oh no, that'll do it. I completely understand.
dude,
Yeah, funny enough, my friend's house just burned down recently as well. Um,
yeah.
that was pretty
Thank
scary.
God my house didn't burn down.
Yeah, thank God.
But I mean, I started that thing and I mean, flames shot out towards my face.
Oh my God.
So,
I had no
um,
idea. You for what it's worth, you did play it off very well. I
yeah.
could never have like been able to tell.
So I'm back down in Wolfboro with my at my friends, my slash my other house. I told you.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm gonna try to get back focused tomorrow.
Mhm.
Um, Although I think I'm gonna go to that event Nate sent
Oh yeah,
at
absolutely.
10. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to Kevin about all of it.
No,
So
for sure.
I think
And
the
on your
website's
time.
good to go. I might have
Yeah.
even drafted an email and just not hit send on it. But I want to just look at it one more time. So the last I looked at it, it looked great.
Okay, okay, awesome. He just wants to
So
make sure he's like, okay, we talked to Priya, she's our head designer. You know, she changed the
poor Priya,
logo.
I've probably
Yeah.
eaten her alive.
I mean, for what it's worth though, she's a saint. You know, she
Okay.
always does great work. And yeah, I mean, I hope it's to your liking. That's all I can say.
Yeah, it is like it's so much better. It's pretty much exactly what I was looking for. They've added a quiz on there, which I love, like the
The
interactiveness,
yoga's in there. Yeah.
the tabs, like with more information on who I am and stuff. I think it's just like so much more comprehensive, so much more like authentic and, feels more aligned with who I am and what I'm trying to
Yeah.
do. So,
Awesome.
um, yeah, I just got to give him the green light. And he had a couple of questions and um I haven't opened any of his emails either, but I think one of his questions or at least one of my concerns is well, two things. One,
Mhm.
um I've been working on and I think I want to talk about this in March,
Yeah.
like flow charts. I've been working on a flow chart for this. How we're gonna pull people in and then what happens when they're inside of it.
Right. Maybe have an A route, a B route, like
Yeah.
different levels of interest. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I my you can you hear my dog barking?
A little bit. My dogs are trying to make
Okay.
some noise over here too.
My roommate's home and her son is here with his son, so it's the baby that she
Oh,
doesn't like kids.
yeah.
Um, what? I'm I
You're fine. You're fine. It's okay. I understand. That's just that alone, like that's insane.
yeah,
And I'm sorry that happened.
the furnace.
Yeah, that's
It is what it is, Kenny.
yeah.
I knew it was coming at some point in time and I didn't take proactive action and you know, I whatever. Whatever. It's just another bridge to cross in life. Plenty of
I
those.
will I will definitely send some prayers your way. I'm just
Thank
hoping everything goes well and
thank you.
that
It's gonna cost me about $10,000.
that's a chunk. That is a chunk.
Yeah, and I don't have a choice either. So
Man, that sucks. I mean,
my
we gotta
mom
have
was like, "Don't you think you should just sell that house?" I'm like, "This is like probably not the last thing, but no,
no. I
I'm
mean, because
not."
you're still putting it up on Airbnb, right?
I took it down.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just there was a couple little details that I wanted to work out, and
Hmm.
then honestly, thank God. I went through I don't know how relevant, you probably have natural gas. So this probably doesn't mean much to you, but I went through 200 gallons of heating oil in 1 month.
Wow.
Usually it's 100, and that's probably pretty high,
Hmm.
but it is a
Hmm.
very big house.
Hmm.
But 200 is
That's a lot.
a lot. So
Man.
that was like a little bit of a red flag. I
Hmm.
went to fill it temporarily and then shh.
That's when it happened. Oh my God. That's
Yeah,
scary.
Tony was with me, my roommate. I'm like, thank God she was there because I have basically just shut down since then. Like
Hmm.
mentally,
Yeah.
I'm like done
I
for.
would I would just be staring off into the distance.
Yeah, I've been just staring off into the distance, like, what is my life? What is life?
Yeah. I think I read somewhere it's called like Call of the Void, right? When you just like shut down and you're just like zoning out.
I'm in that.
Call
I
of the void.
I'm in the void. Yeah, all right. Anyway,
I wish I
my
could give you a quick hug like that.
hug achieved. Wait, I want to know what your big plate of food is.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna have some pasta Alfredo with some shrimp. Just pile it on the plate.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm making that for dinner right now for
you are?
everybody. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna go
no.
make that. All right, I gotta go. You got me excited.
Yeah.
I'm exiting the void. I'm gonna contact you guys tomorrow.
Boom.
This group makes me feel alive.
Yeah. Honestly, I think next week I might surprise you. Uh, might change up the flow a little bit and slap these on. Change
I
up the
have
flow a little
glasses
bit.
too. Wait, are they
Yeah.
real? Or are they readers or blue lights or what do you got?
These
Or
are actually just for style.
love it. I
Yeah.
am all about the style.
Yeah.
Bring
Or
it.
the drip, as my generation would say.
The drip. Yeah, God, I need to get back on content too. Speaking of drip.
Yeah, I got you. But yeah, we'll get into that. I'm just praying for you. Like that's where I
Thank
am.
you. It's fine. Everything is fine. It's literally burning down around me. Everything's fine.
It's like the meme.
And I just feel like also I need to be doing so much more. I I I
Oh,
need to
like
be
from our
working less on my
conversation.
clients and more on like operations and development because um yeah,
Yeah.
that's just the role I need to be in.
No, I'm very similar right now. Like the phase that I'm at, right, just like managing these interns, like I'm not really doing as much networking outside of like just this group.
Yeah.
I'm just like working with the referrals that come in, right? So I need to get back on that horse as well. It's uh it's a balancing act.
Yeah.
Um, but you know what? At least we're both on the rope.
Yeah. Yes.
Side
Yeah.
by side.
Come to that event with me tomorrow.
Yeah, the link is in the
10
chat.
a.m. It's in the Discord.
Okay, in the Discord. I got you.
Yeah, Nate dropped it in other events.
All right, yeah. So I'll copy paste it and I'll be
Cool.
there 10 a.m.
Cool. All right. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
All
I'll
right.
see you. Have a good night.
Bye. You too. Bye.